Right, heyo people, and we are back. So, this is part 2, this is the sewers. As you remember, as we ended the last part, we just finished stage 4, and we got the crank, which we're about to use. So, you know what? Let's use it! So, here we go.
There we go. Shoot! Well, no getting back up that way.
Right, so now we have everyone's favourite section ever in gaming history. That is sewers. And I just dropped my microphone. I hope you all heard that. This pop filter is not staying. I cannot figure out how to do this. I don't know what I'm doing. But anyway, we're going to try and heave-ho through it.
Oh dear, oh my. You seem to be stranded in the basement.
How do I get out of here, Ricky?
Oh, haven't a clue. Never come down here myself. Why? What's got your overalls in a knot?
I'm trying to get to the roof.
The roof? Pfft, what's so interesting about the roof? Down here's much more intriguingly musty. Unrelated, how do you feel about blunt force head trauma?
What is it this time?
Well, Ray, of course. He's the best sort of monster janitor thing. But he's a little obsessed with, organic maintenance. Tends to pop out of pipes and clobber people with his wrench.
Great. Are all of you puppets crazy?
Well, Ray has always been a little grouchy, even before the shutdown. That's why they moved him down here. Only way out is by elevator, and he can't figure out how to use the buttons.
Elevator. Got it.
Oh, silly me. I forgot about the elevators. Really, Gordon, I wouldn't bother. The cables are probably rusted. I don't think they even run anymore.
I'll take my chances.
Wow, you're so courageous and stuff. Look, I gotta go wash my hair.
So as you can tell, Ricky the Sock is just kind of our guide going through everything. That you could probably pick that up in the first point, but let's just tidy up. Let's clean up what we can. And you can kind of see it very briefly. Here we go. This sewer grate here. This is where Ray, the monster, the big bad. You know, we had Pearl in the last one. This is how Ray kind of emerges. It'll make more sense as we go along. One thing I'm going to do with this part again is listening back to the last one. I'm going to leave it. I'm just going to stick with it. But yeah, the audio was all over the place. My audio. So yeah, going to try and be a bit louder. I was like the game sounding loud, but I just keep getting to make me sound loud. Anyway, here we are. So we just took the right exit just for after the first main lobby, if you will. And that grate there, you can see I was trying to walk over it, couldn't quite make it. But anyway, they'll make sense later. So we're just negotiating through some of the corridors and pipes and everything. You may have seen a little bit of a flicker there. An enemy that will eventually come back to life, because obviously you need to put more enemies in these corridors the further you progress, because why not? Anyway, this is the way you're meant to go from the start. That previous area, we'll see more of that later. So, as I said, you can see some of those tunnel pipe things coming out the wall. That's where Ray's going to come through. Again, makes sense a bit later, but we got these guys straight away. And oh, don't you dare grab me this time. Got rid of him. Because this is a high traffic area, we're going to be back. Force the wall, I'm going to just tape up these guys. So yeah, audio's going to be a bit louder this time, hopefully. But as well, with this one, you may have seen earlier on right at the start, as we were going over to use the crank, some of the footage clap up. It's not that bad in this part, so this is mainly going to be first run through footage. I don't think I picked up anything, to be honest here. I managed to get around it with some careful editing. This room right here is just a big puzzle, and you'll see very quickly that I have a panic attack and just run away from it, because it took me forever to try and figure it out. But yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't really mention, this is actually, although this is my first playthrough while I'm recording. I actually played through with my housemate, so I actually knew some of this already. Hence why I've kind of got a rough idea, but I'm also an idiot, so I forgot the rough idea. It's my playthrough. You're very, very used to it by now. So, as you can see, we've just gone through down here. Just looking through. Oh, I mentioned the mice. There's a lot of them throughout every section.
Who's there?
There is an achievement tied to them. I don't know if it's shooting them or what, but anyway. You can hear him in the background. This is our introduction to Ray. So first of all, I'm just going to clean up, collect a few items. Those eyeballs sticking up there as you pick up that pistol ammo. Not disconcerting in the slightest, but we'll get a bit of lore. Again, just there. Get rid of pause. Just trying to like milk this, see what I could do without disturbing and introducing, instigating the cutscene. So that's Ray, and that, see what I mean now about he gets through those pipes? There it is. I went quiet because I thought there was actually something more there, but there really isn't. So again, just hoover up, pick up what we can. Now in the last part you mentioned, well if you may remember, I mentioned the different ammo type, and we are about to pick up weapon for said Apo. Apo? Oh my god. Right, so this is a big MacGuffin for solving this section. So we need to find something to put in there. There it is. Howdy doody do. So we need to find something, put into that, which we then power up the machine, which was the puzzle thing, if I remember properly, that I ran away from like a cowardly little bitch. So we need to find the block to go in there. Then it'll make sense with the footage. So anyway, for now, we just have to find that one puzzle piece to go in there. And there's the rats, mice, whatever you want to call them. I don't know if you're meant to find them all or shoot them, but you can't damage them per se, like they don't like disappear or die. So I mean, there you go, there's Ray right at the end, just have over there. Now, interesting thing that I didn't know, hence why I just ran away from Ray there. If you just shoot him enough, he disappears, so you don't have to worry about him. I thought he was intentionally cop blocking, and so you couldn't go down that route anymore. Nope, you can get around him. It is completely possible. Anyway, we're going to fast forward, and what we're going to head over to is back here. So we've got the diamond doll there, we've got her bounded on the wall. This is the game I was talking about. I was struggling for ages, and then I just walk over it. Well, I'm not kidding you, I cut out at least like 5-10 minutes of trying to walk over that, and it just wouldn't work. So I was convinced you had to go around, as in through this door here, and then around there. But no, you can walk through it, so don't get disheartened. You can do that. It's not that hard to do. So I don't know if it's a controller issue or a glitch or a bug. Good dinner. But anyway, I digress. Let's continue. Now with this room, there's two things. Well, there's lots of items in here for a start and some lore. See, I'm like, it's kind of popping up to check something, but it just disappeared and I can't. So anyway, let's progress. Another record player. Don't know if that relates to anything. Again, you see inspect is popping up, but disappeared. This is what's throwing me. But it's the lore there. There you go, lore. So we've got some filing cabinets to check. Again, not all of them have something in, but some of them do. So it's worth just checking, just for the hell of it, really. Now this poster on the wall there that you just kind of saw, that's the solution to a puzzle. Again, is going to be much later on. But here we have our second weapon, the Novelist. It's a shotgun. And as you can see, there's kind of a book, which is the kind of like the cocking mechanism of the shotgun, and it just looks like it's like till receipt printer paper. Anyone's worked a trade, and you have like the till receipt roll or PDQ roll. That's kind of what it looks like. But yeah, that's the solution there, for a later puzzle. So to draw your attention to it now. Again, when we get to that part later on, it'll all make sense. But for now, we've got the shotgun, and, well, that's what from the other side. So that's obviously going to be a shortcut, as with Stage 4, as with all of these games. A shortcut to get back to that area at a later point in time. Anyway, we're back here now. And what we are mainly looking for is a way to progress through the other exit, this one here. Now, obviously we've kind of been through that. This door's chained, basically, you just need to get through that door, and that's the end of the sewers. Or I suppose the basement is what Ricky was referring to it as. So we just need to find some bolt cutters, effectively. Let's teleport this person. Right, I'll be quite a bit. See what I mean? You can hear them talking, even though they're taped up, and it does get a bit grating after a while. Anyway, so also we've got this lovely little thing. These little lock boxes on the walls. There's a few of them. Again, you'll see it all play through in this part and later on. So there's a few things to get your head around on this one. Whereas before it was just get to the main set of My Friendly Neighborhood and then find the letter blocks, and that was it. We know we've got to find the MacGuffin to go in that power supply where we in the room where we first met Ray, and we also know about the boxes now. And I think what we just picked up there was said MacGuffin, so we just fast forwarded back to where we met Ray. I do love the fact that I'm doing it this way now. It just makes it a bit more funny, doesn't it? So we've got the part, which was just in the locker there. Now we have to go back to the puzzle room. And this is hilarious, right? Just keep your eye, watch what happens. See, there's just one guy shooting. What? I don't know if that's meant to happen or if there's going to be that many, if they just pop through the way they do. But that was either intentionally or unintentionally the scariest thing at the moment. What's even better is, if I remember rightly, go for it. Yeah, there's a falling guy there. I am so glad my capture card didn't shit out for that moment. Which makes me think that maybe that was a bit buggy. They weren't meant to explode out of one enemy that way. I can't remember. You saw it. Kind of funny. Did like it. So now we have our power supply thing. So we had the first MacGuffin we put into the second part. Shut up in the background, lady. So now we can use this puzzle thing. Which is this machine here that we got from the drawing. So we just need to pop this into the top. So it's a bit finicky, but yeah, there we go. Pop it in the top there. Now this thing's got power. How do you figure what are you meant to do next? Well, let's try the only open door by the sides, but for now let's just soak in there's a few clocks and dials and things. Okay? So we've actually got our first proper puzzle. A locked door. Oh yeah, you can probably figure out how this is going to go. So up here, we've got another one of these kind of like wall lock blocks, but we don't have a key. One key does get all of them though, so that's kind of good. So got a few more tokens and some health, and as we go up, you've already heard the familiar music. Map, save room, good to go. And you can look over the clocks there, and here is our key, as in key to the puzzle. So let's just finish around with saving and inventory stuff. So square +2, triangle -1, circle +6. And you can see there's a vantage point of the clocks. You need to get the clock to end up at a certain time. So basically it's like your typical water puzzle. Add 1 litre to take out 2 litres to put in 3 litre, etc, etc. There we go. So if we look at this one first, that's crossed out, so we have to at a certain time. So I'll leave the key there. That's it. It'll print off the card, pop it in. There's the time we need to get to, 8 o'clock. Done. Now we need 10 o'clock off this one. So we've got 3 ways to get to 10. There's the solution there, I think. Yep, you can see it kind of... I messed that one up. Let's try this again. Print out the card, pop it in, and you can see that the clock dialing round, go up, go down. There you go, perfect. Now last one. And pop it in. Fingers crossed. We're done. 3 o'clock. Done. Bit fast forward, but by all means you could just like slow that down. Best way. That's why to go to health 11 with the fast forward, like filters over that bit. You can kind of see what's going on. I've come back here for some reason. Don't know why, but I left it in for some reason. But we got the new door open up. Let's go through the new door. Well done, me. I went through the door I just opened up. Did anyone think that was where you meant to go? Now, how I got introduced to this game was Ray Narvaez Jr. doing a playthrough of it. It always cracks me up because he has like monthly highlights and stuff like that. And whenever he's doing the highlight of this, as that line, wow, how far does this go? Ray says, That's whatever his wife says whenever she's pegging him. And he bursts out laughing, which makes me laugh. And basically, Ray Novaes Jr. is a great guy and love him to bits. And he's kind of an inspiration for me doing a lot of these things. So, after you've watched my videos, shared, liked, subscribed, and really given all the love and support you can to me, go watch this. This is probably better. But yeah, as you can see, by shooting and everything, I've aggroed everyone in the room. At the moment, no, didn't get me. Okay. There's one more down there that you kind of saw, but yeah, with this section, it kind of seems small, but it opens up very quickly once you do that one puzzle. That corridor down there is locked for the moment. That's part of a later section. It's kind of like, what's it called? It's the gardens, which will be a later part. It'll all make sense then. But yeah, for the moment, that's got no power, so we can't do anything there. So we're just following down and around with what we have available to us at the time. That was a dead end. Well, I just needed to show you that was a dead end, apparently. Buckets and stuff. As you can tell, I'm just really slow and agitated by that clanking in the background. What on earth could it be? Turn around. Turn around. There you go. There's another lockbox there. There we go. So there's 3. I think there's 4 in total for the moment. There's actually 5 things, but the 5th one is irrelevant for this sewer basement section. I'm going to keep calling it sewer. I think officially it's called the basement, but you call it whatever you want. Now this again is just, like, see, like busted out steps on one side. So it's just you could do-si-do and all that kind of stuff with enemies around here. If we go up to the top here first. What we can get, I hope. Oh, it's a save room. Alright, I was misremembering where we are. Yeah, so we've got some films here. Not a single thing in any of those lockers. Come on, you better. Ammo. Alright, we always say ammo. Ammo's always the win. A little bit of law. Other than that, just a save room. But yeah, that was that's Ray, obviously. And we saw a poster of him. I think he was in the shop or the laundrette of the set. But yeah, oh yeah, there's number 4. So yeah, that's another thing we need to do here. So they kind of teased Ray's appearance, whatever the correct verbiage is, a little bit earlier on in the previous part. And like I said with Pearl, he's missable. To be your super kind, helpful self to do that part. We are going to, like I say, do that. We're going to do it with all of the big bags. It's just unfortunately not this part because the MacGuffin we need to fix racing, I'm an idiot and forget about till later on in the game. We do it eventually. It's just going to be in a later part. But anyway, we continue. So we've seen again like the triangle boxes and stuff like that. So heavily insinuated that we need the triangle key to do this little part, or at least it's going to call it later. I think it goes up later actually. Right, so we got a shutter door there and a shutter door there, and if we open up there, there's some more, and the key. This is going to open up all those black security boxes, and there's 4 fuses we need to get to open that. Like I say, there is a 5th one where you can rejig the puzzle to open up the other door, but for now we need to get the 4 fuses. Still locked because that's one for later. That's it, misremembering. But here we go. You got it. And now you can actually pick up that picture in the back. I forgot to pick up the picture in the back. So when it comes to popping the fuse we just picked up, it gave you like your suit. Your heart. It told you where to put it. I have to do that from memory with the rest because I kept forgetting to pick up the picture behind. I edited out some of the footage because it was me trying to negotiate through the files that I collected to find the pictures that I forgot to pick up. Welcome to my videos. They are so good. Anyway, we're getting the backtracking here because now, like I say, we have the key. We need to open the 4 fuse boxes. We've got one down. There's another one. So what's that? Is that club? And it goes on the far right. No. I'm stalling because I'm trying to remember. I can just watch the footage and figure out where we're going. Anyway, yep. So we've got 2 so far. Is there one in here? Yeah, it's the first one. Yeah. That guy was stuffed in a locker, wasn't he? Yeah, so now we get the next one, which is Diamond in the second from the left. So we've got one more to find. And hopefully it's just around here, it's not too far away. But as you can tell, I still get lost trying to figure out where the hell I'm going. That's me trying to aim down sights, forgetting already that you just flipped the gun, so I decided to leave that in because I thought it looked funny! Anyway, we digress. Let's continue. So, focusing on what we're looking at, we're back at the start. That's still locked. Can't remember how you opened that. We'll find out later, won't we? Anyway, so we go down... Oh, yeah, it's got to be down there, hasn't it? So we go down the pegging corridor. Thanks to Ray, I will only ever refer to that as the pegging corridor. We've got this door here. I think this is the last one. Yep. Whatever that was. Club? I don't know. Oh yeah, this is the other thing. These interconnect via your Tomb Raider 2 style Venice boats, or I suppose you could say Indiana Jones and Last Crusade kind of Venice boats. Whatever reference you want. But these kind of connect through the heel station there. Is that heel or say? That's heel. And there's some more stations to go through. Obviously, I haven't fast forwarded this part because it's actually a new area. So we've got some tape. We've got some video tapes. We've got some tape for taping up an enemy. Not too bad. There's the tokens, the subway tokens, I'll call it that. We've unlocked it. Where's this going to bring us? Back over here. Okay, cool. Anyway, yeah, there's another rat light over there. Like I say, I don't know if you meant to shoot them or just interact with them or something, but you do something you can shoot them. I think I'm just lost now. Not just in my recollection of this video, just lost in general. I was lost at the time I was recording it, I'm lost now. Oh, that... No, have I done that one? No. Oh, this is... Yeah. Have I got all four? Let's just see, right. So, yeah. So, as you see, I'm just kind of mashing these for you to try and guess, because I forgot to pick up the piece of paper underneath and tell me what the actual answer was. Yep, cool. Well done. Anyway, I'll just leave this playing so you can... There you go. The other door is obviously once you've got fuse 5 and you just add that in. Yep, so we're here now, and some, I think, stone, I guess? But we've got the bolt cutters. Some health and some shotgun. And now we can use them there. And we go through, again, with the Resident Evil kind of vibe there. Bolt cutters. Anyone who knows 7 and Village, know those items very well. Oh, and 2 remake and 3 remake. Oh yeah, Resident Evil used bolt cutters a lot, though. Well, in recent years, anyway. So yeah, there we go. With the speed shortcut there unlocked. Let's just pull us out. Yeah. Okay. So we know where we need to go. There's Ray blocking off the path. There's no jump or anything like that. So I'm kind of in a muddle now. How do I? Because I need to go down there. But I haven't figured out yet that you just shoot him, and I think he just grabs you and throws you away. So I think what I tried to do initially is go the long way round. Yeah, I go the long way round. You can see though I did try and shoot, but there was no reaction there, so I assumed it wasn't going to work. But yeah, no, I think later on I'll call it out as and when it happens. But I just used the shotgun on Ray and he disappears after 1 round. Yeah. So this is left in just for hilarity. That's where I figure out that you meant to pick up the pictures and lose my temper on myself. Is me just still go around the long way. Still doing the long way. I think this pulls out roughly where I want to be. I don't know. It will do eventually. But yeah, no frustration. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I just shot. Ray disappeared, like I say, and I was just so infuriated when I figured that out. Just like I was when I figured out about picking up the paper. Now, obviously, we go up there. That's the end. We've got another secret videotape. Hey, cooking with gas. So, yeah, just up here now, and we're basically coming up to the end of this part, ladies and gentlemen. So Ricky at the
This
start,
must be the elevator.
yeah, we got what he's talking about as well. Ricky at the start mentioned the elevator. Here's the elevator. Let's just call the button. What have we got here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? What we actually have is the end of this part and the beginning of the next one. I'm just looking, like, I've still got a couple of minutes left over on capture. So we're in the actual studios itself. So again, like, whereas the last one was the stages where they shoot it, this is kind of like the studios where they do a lot more stuff.
Great. It's starting again.
And as Gordon was saying there, the feed's starting up again, getting a bit more intense. So, yeah, I think it's actually called The Office, but it's got studios and some other stuff. So we've got a lot of things to collect here. The bell to ring. I didn't ring it there, don't know why. Yeah, so
That
this
looks like an exit.
This is our next part, the office, and obviously that door is locked, so we have to get a key to get out there. So we have to figure our way out now. But we're still playing, we've still got a little bit of time left, and I don't know why. I've obviously left it in to get a nice cut-off point. Oh! Yeah, I know what it is now, I think. But yeah, so I'm just dawdling around. So yeah, let's say we didn't save Ray yet. We need to pick up the item and go back. Oh, we get introduced to some new enemies. I ran away from them like a coward. But don't know why I left that room so quickly. Oh, I wanted to ring the bell. Cool. Is this where I check the door and figure out that it's locked? I think that's what it is. Yeah, locked.
Locked.
Yeah. Okay,
Of
cool.
course it is.
So yeah, the capture card didn't shit out too many times in this particular recording, which was nice. It was a lot better than last time. Yeah, so we've got golden tapes, all that kind of stuff, which is awards and everything. Just where the offices where the execs would stay for said show. Another elevator right at the end. There. Does it open? Does it do anything? Nope. Okay, so we have to figure that as part of escaping the offices. So yeah, this is. Oh, God, I just lost. I thought it was a map for a second. Anyway. Alright, stop dawdling around, Beard. Come on. Go through a door. Oh, he's not going to go through a door. I thought I was going to go through the same room. Nope. I'm just going to call it a part there. So stay safe. Stay beautiful. Catch you next time. Thanks again. You're awesome. Thank you for coming back. Bye.